All right, so just for you, what was the big difference between game one and game two? I mean, just totally different. I'm sure the defensive schemes had something to do with it, but in terms of your execution, what was the big difference?
I don't know. I kind of go into the game, every game with kind of the same mindset of just doing my job, taking care of the ball, one play at a time. And I think just as a whole offense, we executed better. We played together better. Had a good week of preparation. And yeah.
The efficiency, is that something you hear about in the baseball all the time, right? It's like, oh, you get into a rhythm, you can carry it over game to game. Offensive efficiency in football, is that something that you guys can carry over from game to game?
Definitely. I think so. And obviously that's something we're going to work on and work to do. Coach Des always preaches it, is like being efficient. Being efficient on first down, right? So you're not in second and long situations and you're not in third and long situations when defense can do whatever they want. So I think the carryover is definitely a possibility, and it's definitely something that we need to do.
Talk about the progress that you made. Just the connection between you and the receivers just seemed way higher than it was at any point. Just talk about that and what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think our receiver core played excellent. I talked to them on Sunday, and the way they blocked on the perimeter, the way they caught the ball, the way they got yards after catch was like huge, and they stepped up big time. And I think that's just a glimpse of how good that group can be, right? And it's led by the older guys and Peter and Jacob Bernard. But I think the young guys like Harvey and Charles and things like that are stepping up and doing their job, and they're doing it really well.
How hard, I know you're a very driven person, how have you dealt with or processed, having the disappointment of two 90-yard drives, which is unbelievable, and then the second one not finishing up the way that you wanted it to? Like, what have you done with that since Saturday?
I don't know. Obviously, like you said, like being a competitor, you want to make the play, and I take responsibility for it. I need to be at my best when it's needed. And obviously, like, it's adversity, but it's right. Things happen, right? In the game of football, things happen. In life, things happen. So it's just all about how you deal with it. And I think the worst thing you can do is soak in your feelings and soak about, oh, this happened, that happened. But the best thing you can do is just move on, get better this week, work on the throw, work on other throws, and work to be your best for the team this week.
What advantages do you feel like you have going against the UAB defense? What advantages do you think you and this offense have seen on tape?
Say that again.
What advantages do you think you have on tape against UAB's defense so far?
I think UAB's defense is really good. I think we're going to have to play well up front. We're going to play well in the perimeter. So I don't know. Got to watch the film. Got to watch practice film as well, and kind of get our game plan all tidied up and get it going here.
Now, you know that UAB can score fast. You guys can score as well. And I asked Tim Langer the same thing. Mm-hmm. Is it like a dream to be in a shootout sometimes for you to show what you can do, the competitive side of it?
I don't know. I mean, obviously you want to score points and you want to do whatever you can to help the defense. But yeah, I think you just go out there and as an offense, you just try to execute one play at a time and just everybody do their jobs.
I know the old cliche is it's the next game, so it's the most important game. But coming off a loss, how important is it to win this game?
I think it's very important. I think every game, like you said, is important. Coach Des kind of hit on it today, and it's like a loss can either be the best thing for you or the worst thing for you. And I think this team's going to have that loss be the best thing for us. It's going to kind of snap us into reality. It's going to allow us to work even harder and do our jobs even better. And we're going to do that on Saturday.
From your perspective, Tim, when he was in here earlier, mentioned something about Berg studying Tennessee's offense over the summer and scouted all these thousands of plays and presented some to the staff, and they sprinkled in a few of those philosophies and what have you into y'all's offense this year. So from the quarterback's perspective, when you get those new little wrinkles, kind of take us through the process of processing those, ironing those things out, and get them ready? Because I know Harvey said Harvey scored on a play that you guys got from Tennessee.
So what's your question? So
just that process, like, because your offense is your offense, right? But then it comes in with like new little wrinkles and new little tweaks, like just kind of that process of how you guys iron those things out and get those ready for games.
Yeah. So I think not only like getting plays or wrinkles in your offense from other schools and other offenses, but I think it's just like whenever you go into a game week and game prep, you get new plays, you get new installs. So I think it's reps within those plays, and it's also watching those plays on film and knowing what your answers are and where your answers are. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, for Harvey to score on that play, it's pretty cool, I guess. I didn't know that, honestly.
So what about him? I mean, you know, all of a sudden at the beginning of the game, he's catching balls and then he's in the end zone, like, and we've been talking about him, but talk about his progress.
I think Harvey's made really good progress. Obviously, y'all saw he had a huge third down conversion, and it kind of just shows his athleticism, his ability to learn, and I think he's just going to keep getting better as the game slows down for him. Obviously, right, he's a freshman. Saturday was his second game. He's probably played, maybe 100 snaps in college now. So I think the game's just going to continue to slow down for him, and he's going to continue to play better and better.
Yeah, I think Tim said he was on the field 13 plays and was targeted 4, caught 4, along with the touchdown. I mean, for a freshman to be able to do that in just his second game, I mean, for you guys as his teammates, how, I don't know if rewarding is the right word, but how cool is it to see a guy come in and be able to be impactful this early on?
No, it's really cool. And Harvey's the best dude that it can happen to, right? He got here in June when all the freshmen got here, and he just worked his butt off. He's kind of a quiet guy, but just kind of takes all the coaching, absorbs all the information, and does his best when he's out there.
The running game was good again the other night. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the improvement on film from the offensive line that we thought we were going to get. Is that what you see that on film?
Yeah, 100%. That offensive line with the guys up front, Lando, Jax, AJ, Nate, and George, they played their butts off. And my hat goes off to them. I respect the hell out of them. Love each and every one of them. And they did their thing on Saturday, and they're going to do it again on this Saturday and moving forward this season.
Sounds like UAB's different defensive scheme is very different than what y'all just faced in Virginia. So what's the key in this matchup against what they do?
I think each defense is unique. I think you just got to take the coaching points that our coaches are giving us and go out there and play fast, play loose, and execute at the highest level possible.
When you guys see you're playing a non-conference game against a team, and they, the week before, played a team that's in your conference. Do you take anything from that? Do you draw anything from that? Do you all even talk about that?
Obviously you watch the film, you definitely talk about it, but I think Georgia Southern's offense is a little unique. They kind of are, I guess, a little spread, like run and shoot kind of. But I think every defense you play is unique, so you gotta watch the film, learn as much as you can in the amount of days that you have, and go out there on Saturday and execute.